Hello everyone and welcome to some more testing in the LMP2 car around the Nürburgring. We are sitting on the official VEC practice server. You guys can currently see LMP2 board. Wrong camera, because I wanted to just ever so slightly... it's irrelevant, I guess. Anyway, we are on the setup and we're about to hit the track, and yeah, you guys will enjoy some more endurance running tonight in the LMP2 car. And as you can see, we're at pitch black night Nürburgring, and it's gonna be probably a pretty difficult performance test for my machine. However, you guys will now be able to see the lovely and ever so lovely environment of rFactor 2 at night at the updated Nürburgring. That said though, I am suffering from small technical difficulties as far as I'm concerned. Hey there Altamon, how you doing? Thank you very much for joining. So, as we are here at the Nürburgring, you will see a lot of different lights, a lot of different details that can only be seen at night, like this wonderful shining floodlights. And the Ferris wheel on the right hand side. This looks like pretty amazing. Gotta say, I'm struggling a bit with the current light conditions, as in slightly missing some apexes and stuff. So as we're still on the outlet, we can let them guys go. You think graphics look odd? The only thing that is odd to me is that I am somewhat suffering from small screen freezes happening every now and then. But anyway, how is the stream quality to you guys? I hope everything is looking fine, everything is running smooth on your end. Okay. Hey there, Paolo. How you doing? Thank you for joining. I think one gotta say there's a lot of rear road at the minute. Like fundamentally much. I'm doing well, thank you very much indeed. Just trying to get some more mileage. Missing turns a lot there. Now having to dodge GTEs. Oh dear. Yeah, I gotta say, all those lines are currently not looking goody. Just another hiccup we have, so some more test for hardware performance. So now I have to turn off the system for live timing, as I'm trying to check things. Too damn stupid to actually get a lap time in at all.
That was a 1:43.08.
Well, as far as I know, we're not expecting any nights. Any night running. first. Well, I'm not even sure if it's a good lappy. It is a lap though. So 41 something.
The lap was a 1.
Right, let's bring back. Oh dear.
1.91.
Bring back the live timing. Guys, I have my fears that live timing is causing issues to us. Issues of a nature I don't want and can't really deal with. It's not just about I don't want, it's also about I cannot accept. Because if I felt this correctly, as soon as we got cars around us, we're about to start suffering from some lag spikes. And trust me boys, that is something I don't want to have. There you go. There was another one. Right, so in this regard, we're gonna pull over. Go quickly box. And do some checks. Because I'm just very much interested in understanding what is currently going on this machine. So please a little bear with me. Box. Another freeze. It is the same issue that arose on Sunday, and I fear it has some nature. And if that nature is kinda confirmed, then bear with me real quick. I need to have a look at some files. I don't really get where it comes from. Like, I do suffer from super weird lag spikes right now, right there. And I can't really understand why, because I'm looking at some log data from stuff here. Okay, gonna put this down, gonna shut this down. Yep, I gonna also shut this down, because I then want to see if this issue remains despite things. Okay. In the meanwhile, do you guys notice anything on the stream? Like, do you feel some difference in some way? Do you feel some enhancement in some way? I would be very much interested in listening to your opinion there, boys. Das ist doch nicht wahr. Something is acting super weird at the minute. Okay, still it froze again. Let's disable the live timing. This is the thing I don't understand. It's freezing so bad. And it surely has to do with this live timing, I'm pretty much sure. That is a huge problem when running from the same machine, it seems. And then also the Nürburgring is one of the most resource-taking track in the calendar. So you guys are absolutely aware of the fact that I like to give you the most immense and the most optimum viewer experience, but I am also sure that you guys 100% understand that the predominant thing is A, rFactor 2 stability and rFactor 2 raceability, which is not given when running the TV overlay here in certain circumstances, and that is not goody. So we'll have to talk to Studio 397 to see if I can somehow assist them by gathering some data to them about the system's functionality, about live timing stability or anything. Yeah, one can argue whether this makes a lot of sense to run that much in the dark, but you know, I just want to run and get feel to the car. It's just kind of regardless of the fact whether it's not dark or whether it's light. Nike TV has resubscribed with a Prime subscription on the Twitch channel. Buddy, thank you very much indeed for your Prime sub there. 11 months in a row, that is a massive support, man. And if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to do it the same way than Nike.tv. Give the channel a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, eventually even become a member on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch. That would be massively appreciated. And if you want to even dig deeper behind the scenes of the channel, then you can also do it the way Nike.tv does, because he's also a Patreon member. On www.patreon.com/MitchyHoyer, you find ways to support me, to support the channel and the community, as the Patreon program, once it hits a certain growth, once it hits a certain level of support, we're going to join into monthly races as a community, inviting other people, inviting mainly the community though, and then enjoying sim racing all together. At least once a month, potentially a bit more often in the winter month. But that is the least thing I could give you back. So if you want to support the channel, make sure to find your links in the description of the video. And I'm pretty sure you guys will find something suitable for you. And even if you know, just give the video a like, subscribe to the channel and follow up. That is the least support one can give.
That lap was a 1.
And that would make me smile all the way.
3.6.
Whoops. Gotta say though, all that night stuff, as nice as it looks, it is super dependent and super heavy on the GPU. No joke. It's like, as I said, super busy and super heavy on the system itself. And you know, it pisses me a bit off actually that the rFactor 2 TV overlay, you know, it looks freaking good, but as soon as you're driving, I think you can't really use it, as using and driving it
That
at the
was a
same time is probably just killing the machine.
142.29.
Oh. Okay, it's probably a good thing we don't run here in the night. I nearly smashed right into him. Not sure if he spun, or did he just stop? Jose Menendez, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate your time.
That was a 142.33.
Uh-oh, I'm causing trouble now. I shouldn't have done this. Sorry.
That was a 147.64.
So guys, how is the stream quality for you boys?
That was a 142.65.
I'm not quite sure how relevant the current grid file is.
That was a 143.22.
My YouTube stream is showing me an issue on the dashboard. Is there someone on YouTube that can confirm? Yeah, thanks Claudio. I'm more interested to see what is happening on the YouTube channel though, because that is showing to me some mistake for whatever reason. Thank you, Mike. Is it also running smooth? Need to read out next time I'm in the pit road what this error message is saying. Thank you guys.
That lap was a 142.28.
Well, is it as worse as it was on yeah, Tom Wop, I understand. In the meanwhile, Tom Wop, if you see this, then the stuttering issue reappears that we just had. before, you know. It's just like slight glitches. I've already turned off the your logging there because I was scared that it had to do with this, but it's not the logging. It's effectively the noise. It's effectively the streaming plugin, the TV plugin that's
That
killing the
was a
performance.
143.94.
GPU runs on roughly 100% though. FPS, we're far away from 140 here. Probably also the issue we have on stream currently. Okay, there's some more issues though. Just gonna turn that off real quick. I'll be right back. Guys, need to check something. Currently chatting to the team as we're working on the set, so also mistake using the keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. The keyframe are not often enough. So you guys got buffering in between because it says connection quality bad. The problem is I think on the fly I can't change anything on this one right there. The keyframes, let me see. There is something going on midstream. Settings, video, no, it's everything frozen of course. Anyway, let's see if the guys are happy to restart the weekend. We just try, we need 18 votes. Hello. Okay, some testing required. So, guys won't restart, so it means we keep running at night. So is the stream quality on Twitch significantly better tonight compared to YouTube? That would be interesting information. So if you guys can give us some on that. In the meanwhile, bear with me. Yeah, YouTube is buffering for some weird reason. I don't know why it does that. Potentially because of, let me see. Maybe too high of a bit rate. Okay, let's see if that is working a bit better now. Not sure if it takes over the settings. Anyway, we're on the try again. Headlights are now required. Hey there, Mike. How you doing? Apparently I do like them, Cameron, but they are not spread enough. They are just partly. As you can see. Mike Gretzinger, thank you very much for donating 15 Canadian dollars to the stream as a super chat. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. That is mega support, man. Guys, big shout out to Mike Gretzinger for awesome, outstanding support tonight. Thank you, buddy. How you doing, man? Thank you for joining us tonight. So, in the meanwhile, we're doing testing. So if you guys want to support the stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the thumbs up button on the video, follow up on Twitch, and of course if you wish to, you also find a direct donation link in the description of the video on the channel. This is too much. This is too much of the specific setting, guys. I think B2 is in chase. I agree with you, boys. I'm gonna try some hybrid stuff. Hybrid. Uh-oh, gearbox issues. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, cannot put car select. Gonna leave the track real quick. Why? So, bad idea, Michi. Which new FSR car? I haven't tested anything. No debind, I cannot send setup. Just taking the sister car. No. I thought about maybe I can. Can I? No, I can't. I don't actually get why there's a frame drop on YouTube. This is so weird. Anyway, when we come back to the server, I hope we can do more testing. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna shut some things down on the system and see whether it improves some situation. What is this? See whether the shutdown stuff somehow improves some things. Michi back in business. I think he is. So potentially we're waiting a little until the server has finished syncing the railroad. Anyway, we just go. But this time I got stuffed up with messages down on the left bottom, therefore effed up to turn on lights now. It's just impossible. It is the freaking overlay that's causing lag spikes. So yeah, once again I am very much sorry to Rory McDuff. I took him out of the FSR Indy 300 due to trying to get the streaming guys the next best possible viewing experience on his cost, and that is not acceptable really. So I don't know, I was good actually in figuring out the issue. I think I'm also good now with having an emergency cutoff, like, you know, if the system is causing issues I can turn it off from the viewing page. But nah, it's a shame. Yep, I think it was the overlay, because if I show it on the stream despite not seeing it myself, I get screen freezes and the FFP cuts out while screen freezes and stuff. Well, I think there's not much better on the market, like not necessarily much. You know, this machine has costed 2,500 euros just 1.5 years ago. It got an i7 9700K. Back then was the second best Intel CPU. Got a 2080 RTX, and you know, racing experience with that is fine. When there is something I want to improve, then I am thinking about actually making the streaming from a second PC work, so really with a capture card and stuff. So therefore, I'm gonna probably do some testing over Christmas. When I have some time, I'm gonna put that other PC just right next to this one and do some analysis, trying to understand what I need to do, what needs to be done, what needs to be set, what needs to be installed and stuff. And that should give us potentially a bit of improvement, unless latency is caused. So it's gonna just check this out.
That lap was a 1:42.31.
Uh-oh. Slow. Very, very slow. Hey Q, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be less intense. Mike, I would love to. Honestly, I would. I would love to do streaming for a live, but it's basically just a hobby, just a side business. I'm having a standard 8 to 5 job, which I can't quit. Otherwise, I have nothing to eat and nothing to live in, and as soon as this happens, I got nothing to stream, and then yeah, this gets bad. I don't know, Ibrahim. If I remember correctly, we got one, yeah. I think David had some issues on one of his runs, but nothing too severe. Just happens, you know. 6 hours, long enough time to get out a full DT. We'll see though. So you guys say stream stuttering copy. We're just gonna put you the qualifying overview then. That should get all the stuttering away and improve the quality. Mike, I'm a company consultant. Burst is bringing nice money indeed, but in Germany it's just not enough to get a full living from it. The esports business and sim racing is just not big enough for that. Like even the top guys at Williams earning like, I guess 15,000 a year or something. And as long as you live in Germany, that will never be enough.
The lap was a 1:42.05.
Well, you guys know Risto Caput, I believe, and also Jene Simoncic. Like Jene is trying to pull off the full 100% esports type, but then Jene can easily live from a kind of sum I just mentioned, because of Slovenia having a lot more lower price level than Germany. It's not only about tax there. It's a lot of things like you know, health insurance and stuff. There's a lot of countries that have OP sim races. Like also Germany got some pretty good ones. If you look at Max Benecke, Alex Dorneden, Devin Brown,
That was a
the Sibellini and the Jordan.
1:42.47.
It's not like we're lacking of them here big time. Of course, there's some special agents around the world. I agree with Graham Carroll. But what's Baxter doing at the minute? Like, I haven't seen him for a while. I know that he raced obviously in FSR, but yeah, I think he hadn't had much luck that season. Yeah, there you go. But that seems pretty decent. Well, let me see. What is the Canadian dollar exchange rate? Like, if you throw 15 Canadian dollars as a super chat, I think I get a 10 euros from that. Is it that much, or is it even less? I don't know what's the exchange rate of that at the minute. So would need to do some research to validate your numbers. Oh, D-Bind, are you actually one of the leaders at AFP? So some real talk between managers. Who's your lineup for FSR 2021 and WC? Are you confirmed? So it's roughly 2/3 of the Canadian dollars what I get. So thank you very much, Mike. Looking at your house insurance is 70. House is worth about 450,000, so 2/3 is 300,000. So roughly the same price as than here in Germany. Well, a little less even, but
That was a 142.30.
what do you mean, Mike? For how many euros for a draft? Draft and what? Gotta find out smaller details. What smaller details we're talking about here? So you're not sure if you're confirmed to the season, or you're not sure if you do have the drivers on the contract yet. So I guess Craig Baxter and Ibrahim Keane then.
That was a 144.29.
I didn't say Keane, did I? Said Khan. Hey Rory, how you doing, man? See you there, Mike. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I didn't actually get what draft you were replying to, what kind of draft you were relating to. So I'm very sorry. Yeah, doing okay. Doing still some analyzation of things. So in the meanwhile, I think it's very much confirmed that is the overlay that is killing the rFactor 2 performance completely, and what caused the drop out of, well, your DNF basically, or your crash and our crash in Indianapolis, and it's a shame. And I'm gonna text Studio 397 about that, whether there is a possibility for them to clean up the code on this one. Because, you know, by all means, I want you to guys have maximum overview, of maximum idea of what's going on. And it's gonna look like the way that while I'm driving, I'm gonna have it off. While I'm spectating, at least for multi-class racing, if possible, I'm gonna keep it on. So you guys are always aware of what's going on.
That lap was a 1:41.96.
Well, you know what, Rory, since you're watching, it's just fairly easy. I'm gonna put the onboard back on, and I'm gonna put the timing back on, and now enjoy and just wait for the lag spikes to come. Like in the meanwhile, there's a lot less cars on the grid, which may just prevent the lags from happening. Mongolian thing, hey there, how you doing? But I'm pretty sure there will be still a lag spike. And then I think it's the number of people that just gets the system to its boundaries. Like when we had 30, 15, 20 minutes ago, it wasn't raceable. As soon as a car was around me, issues. Probably just because no cars around me at the minute, no issues. Rear end issues. I am from Germany. Where are you from?
That was a 1:42.46.
From Mongolia? Yeah, I guess so too. Oi. F. Well, welcome to the stream then. Guess you're watching it for the first time. Setup is alright, just needs a little bit more managing. Potentially in light conditions this is a bit easier to drive. There you go, that was the first lag spike. And now we just keep going on to see this becoming worse as soon as there's more cars around us. I mean, interestingly enough, currently we're running a lumber alone right now, like 15 seconds to the back, 20 seconds to the front, even 30 seconds to the front. But I'm sure as soon as we are around, there you go, another lag spike. And there's the big problem is it adds up to each other, so as soon as the issues have started, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Let me guess, it is the Robert Knock-on.
That lap was a 1.
But Rory, have you seen?
1.
Maybe a memory leak. Well, I'm currently logging some stuff. So I'm logging GPU performance. I'm logging CPU performance. I'm logging RAM performance. And actually, you know what? I can't really see anything wrong with it. Like the GPU is running at 80%. Yes, pretty high, but not too high. The GPU RAM is not maxed out. The PC RAM is not maxed out either, and even the lag spikes are not to be seen on the threads, on the cores. They are not to be seen on the overall average CPU occupancy. I just can't see it. I just don't see where the source is coming from. But I'm trying to investigate stuff. I mean, what's definitely not happening is, as a matter of fact, is the current night condition. Despite you would say, oh, everything is just black and some lights here and there, it can't be that hard to simulate. It's effectively the night that's making the things worse. I think, Rory, the big problem is with being a streamer. As I said, like you're torn in between. You want to get the maximum performance on the stream. You want to get perfect pictures. You want to make rFactor look good. You want to give your viewers the maximum information without having to talk all the time. You want to yeah, to have a good viewership, to have a entertaining and full of information stream without it being overloaded. And you know, something where just people come in, it's like, oh, he's doing a race, I can see it's just so and so many laps to go, I'll see he's in position X, I'll see his gap to the next car is whatever. Like, you know, if you're joining the stream mid-race, you join the race, but it takes like 5 seconds to know exactly what's going on, apart from the pit stop strategy maybe. But yeah, if they are releasing systems like the TV plugin like this, and you know, I think as a streamer, as a broadcaster, this is fine, because as a broadcaster, you basically just have the big TV cameras. You don't have the CPU usage because you don't need to simulate any physics of a driving car. It's basically you just watch and spectate another one. And there probably the issue never arises, but once you're using it as a driver and once you're using it as a streamer at the very same time, yeah, issues, right? And therefore my main goal is to maybe get the stream excluded on the secondary PC and then run this TV plugin from the other PC, because I can use it as a host to grab on my IP, and then the overlay just grabs signal from that IP, and then I would have at least the plugin login on the racing machine. But you know, I don't have the rendering of the stream, I don't have the overall other occupancy on the hardware on my local racing machine, and I think that would get me to the next flexibility level, like where you guys get 60 FPS all the way. Well, I need to upgrade that other PC with a 970 GTX though, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's other issues. Yeah, I agree. The only thing is, what I don't understand, it seems to be track dependent, and then it seems to be dependent from the number of, oh my god, have you seen this? From the number of drivers as well. Like, we did this test race in Indianapolis, Indy 187.5. We were like 20 people. I used the overlay, no issue whatsoever. Then race day, 50 laps more, 15 drivers more, 33 cars on the track, 3 times. The overlay got off sync, resulting in the fatal lag issues we saw in the end. And then you have GT Pro at Virginia, and apart from the stream being laggy just because it's not able to put out 144 Hz on the screen and 60 FPS on the other screen at the same time, the race was good, you know. I could run this overlay. I didn't have to put it down to turn it off. I could run it. But now here, VEC, 20 people, the Nürburgring that is super hard on hardware, no chance. Not even in qualifying view. Even if I would put on, we're just gonna test this, you know. Because this is getting worse and worse and worse. So we're putting it on the quality view, and I think even there we have lag issues, which means I will going to try to take it to the race, and once I see just the slightest bit of issues, I'm just gonna remove it. I'm just gonna turn it off for the time being. I'm driving, and yeah, hopefully if I can keep it on, I keep it on, but it's just bollocks. You know, actually I would like to get this session restarted so that we can drive in the daytime, get out the car again, get on with some more testing, and most effectively, almost essentially, check how bad the occupancy is of the hardware on daytime. Because when I started the testing about
That was a
hardware and stuff, it got from dawn to
143.11.
dusk from dawn to night. And every 5 minutes I was joining, I was like losing 5 FPS more. I was losing 5% more of the hardware performance. And well, now we are where we at.
That was a 142.82.
Ah, you see another lag spike right on the apex on the spin. Ach, es nervt einfach. It is so annoying. Because this could have been just such a nice feature or gadget. Or you just can't make it work. Just doesn't want to. So, checking up with the team real quickie. Hmm. Let me see what the guys come around with. Or better say, let me see what I can get with. Because... Nice! I think we're finally getting daytime. I think the guys are having noise 2 more required. Just 1. I would love to see whether the issue of the software remains. Just 1 more to pass. Yes, here we go. Potentially. Okay, I mean, while we're changing the session, I'm gonna grab myself a quick drink. I'll be right back. So the big thing is, one would love to have a little more noise. One would love to have a little better headlights in order to see much more. So let's see. System re-enabled. Ah, this is a lot better. Now I'm just interested to see whether the lag spikes appear here as well. What I can already see on the top right is that the GPU is by far not as maxed out as before. And I think this contributes to a lot of things. So once the GPU get maxed out, the GPU RAM is being used more. Then not only the GPU RAM is used more, as soon as this RAM is maxed out, which happens pretty early on our rFactor 2 heavy dependent tracks as well. So as soon it's just happened, I think. So yeah, as I said, as soon as the RAM maxes out, then the GPU RAM loads up the PC RAM, that loads up the CPU, and so on and so on and so on. The only thing that is gone for good now, though, is sadly the railroad. So new grip conditions to get aligned with, but I think that is not too much of an issue. And what I don't understand, though, I had this system running yesterday or the day before yesterday already. Like, you guys have seen a stream with nearly 50 cars on the server, and we haven't had an issue. That's the thing I don't get. We haven't had an issue. And today we have issues. So yeah, I could do the more esports thing and just turn down even more details and stuff. But then I do have the fanboys coming around again. This is rFactor 2 is looking still bad. Hey honey, I got an Intel i7 9700K, so 4 cores at, no, 8 cores with 16 threads at 4000 megahertz or 3900. I'm just gonna turn it off, it fucks me up.
142.22.
Then I got an NVIDIA 2080 RTX and 16 gigabytes of RAM. There are surely worse PCs out there, and I think also a streamer there's worse PCs out there. Well, it just doesn't help, of course. The RAM is alright. RAM is never a big issue. Like, physical RAM is at 60%. if any. It's the RAM of the GPU, if any. Potentially.
That was
Well, what kind of video RAM leak then?
142.17.
How to fix a leak?
That was a 141.92.
So anyway, what is your guys' plans for the weekend? Apart from those having to race VEC. Of course there will be a stream of this 6 hours of the Nürburgring. And other than that, potentially more. It's just I can't confirm that yet. We'll confirm this as soon as I do know. The real IMSA, Nike.TV. Nice, 12-hour Sebring. Looks fun. Sounds fun. Oh, way too heavily throwing the car into the turn. It just went nice, but if you just too late, too
The
heavy.
lap was a 142.22.
Big ufta. See you there, Nike TV.
The
Thank you
lap
for
was
joining
a
tonight.
1:42.54.
Noise, just let wide. Have no confidence in the rear. I mean, yes, there is low grip right now, but it's just a general thing of the car. I agree with you, Jim. Pushing the car around this corner here is good fun. That's a pretty dangerous one in the race. You may want to just wait.
The lap was a
Or be even closer.
1:43.17.
So depending on some circumstances, guys, we will be live on upcoming Saturday, so the day after tomorrow,
That was a
on the 6 hours of Nürburgring.
1:42.77.
Starts in 16:15 with the qualifying of the LMP2 category, and then you guys will enjoy at least my run, potentially also the run of a teammate. I don't know yet. I hate overtaking temporary cars. Or if I press the temporary load car button, then I'm gonna screen dead for multiple seconds. So the 6 hours of the Nürburgring coming up this Saturday, gonna be huge fun. I hope you guys will hang out with us on the stream, especially when we're not driving, if that happens. And yeah, if you do appreciate the stuff we do, and if you haven't done already, if you're new to the channel but enjoying sim racing, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow up on Twitch to support this community, to support this channel. I would absolutely love that. So I count on you guys' support there.
That lap was a 1:44.29.
The game already lacks bad enough with
That
people
lap was
joining
a
and leaving.
1:42.32.
Fuck. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. I'm done with testing. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this. As I said, please, please, please subscribe up on the YouTube channel, follow up on Twitch, and then be with us. Be on the stream and join us for racing the 6 hours of the Nürburgring coming up this Saturday. 16:15 stream will be live with a qualifying of the LMP2 and the hypercars. And I hope you're going to enjoy this. I hope I'm going to see you guys there on the channel. That's going to do it for tonight, guys, and see you there on the weekend.